Good morning, everyone. I am Filmore Caballero, former school principal of Valenzuela National High School, and at present, I am the Chief Education Supervisor of the Curriculum Implementation Division of the Schools Division of Valenzuela National Capital Region. Today, I am tasked to present to you the Philippine Professional Standards for School Heads. What is the Philippine Professional Standards for School Heads? The PPSSH is a core document that will guide the school heads to perform their functions in developing effective people and in managing effective schools. The Philippine Professional Standards for School Heads is redesigned based on the National Competency-Based Standards for School Heads, or the NCBSSH. It will complement the Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers, mandated by Deputy Order Number 42, Series of 2017. According to OECD, the Organization of Economic Cooperative Development in 2008, school leadership plays a key role in improving school outcomes by influencing the motivation and capacities of teachers, as well as the school climate and environment. The role of the school is to motivate and develop the capacities of teachers and manage the school climate and environment to develop the human capital who are critical drivers in economic progress. How will the Philippine Professional Standards for School Heads will work? Systems approach. Yes, systems approach. A systems approach that stresses the interactive nature and interdependence of external and internal factors in an organization and in an activity. Like the PPST, it will also be the core document of the different HR systems, RPMS, recruitment and promotion, learning and development, awards and recognition. There is an alignment between PPST, PPSSH, and PPSS. The work of each group is interconnected with each other. The supervisor will provide support to the school heads in terms of organizational effectiveness and curriculum implementation, while the school heads ensure people and school effectiveness. Both are in support to teachers, guided by the Framework for Teachers' Quality, which is the Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers. Look at the PPSSH framework on the screen. The work focus is on people effectiveness and school effectiveness. If the people are effective, then the school is effective. And if the school is effective, then the people are effective. It is synergized. There is synergy between the people and the school. It means to say that if the school heads will develop the people better, then we will have an effective school. The Philippine Professional Standards for School Heads is aligned and mapped with local documents such as Republic Act 9155, Learning Focus for School Leadership Framework by Undersecretary Justado San Antonio, CESB and CSC Competency Framework, and international frameworks covering 70 plus jurisdiction. It has 5 domains, 34 strands, and 34 indicators per career stage. The career stages of the Philippine Professional Standards for School Heads supports the career progression of the school heads. The school head can easily determine the career stage he or she belongs and will be guided by the indicators to progress to the next career stage. So it means to say there will be a guide post. All the school heads will be guided by each career stage, and they can plan for what career stage they are going to move on as they work for their respective schools. In career stage 1, the school heads must have acquired the prerequisite qualifications of the position. They must demonstrate the basic knowledge of the authority, responsibility, and accountability, or the aura. They're equipped with exceptional teaching and or leadership skills described in the career stage 3 and 4 of the Philippine Professional Standards for teachers. In career stage 2, school heads apply the required knowledge and understanding of the aura. They are professionally independent in performing their functions. They maintain school effectiveness and people effectiveness. They reflect on their practices for improvement and seek to involve all school personnel in professional learning and career advancement. Here are the important points in which we are going to focus on career stage 3. The school heads consistently display an in-depth knowledge and understanding of aura. They exhibit advanced skills in performing their functions. They establish shared governance with the wider school community. They continuously reflect on and take steps to address their developmental needs and those of the school personnel and learners. In career stage 4, the school heads consistently exhibit mastery in their application of aura. They model the highest standards of practice in performing their functions. They empower the wider school community in the implementation of policies, programs, and projects. And they commit to inspire all personnel and fellow school leaders to continuously pursue excellence. The professional growth of school heads is represented by signposts along the way, from the basic understanding of the aura to the high standard of practice and mastery. It is developmental in nature and exists in a quality continuum. And now, I'm going to present to you the domains, the strengths, and the indicators per career stage of the Philippine Professional Standards for school heads. Here are the domains. Domain 1, leading strategically. Domain 2, managing school operations and resources. Domain 3, focusing on teaching and learning. Domain 4, developing self and others. And domain 5, building connections. The first domain is leading strategically. It encompasses the school head's commitment to a strategic course of action consistent with the institutional goals towards maximizing organizational performance. In Strand 1.1, vision, mission, and core values. The school heads will communicate the depth of vision, mission, and core value to ensure shared understanding and alignment of school policies, programs, projects, and activities. In Strand 1.2, school planning and implementation. The school head will develop and implement with the planning team school plans aligned with institutional goals and policies. Strand 1.3, policy implementation and review. The school head will undertake policy implementation and review in the school to ensure that operations are consistent with the national and local laws, regulations, and issuances. In Strand 1.4, research and innovation, the school heads will utilize relevant research findings from reliable sources in facilitating data-driven and evidence-based innovation to improve school performance. In Strand 1.5, program design and implementation. The school head will implement programs in the school that support the development of learners. In strand 1.6, that's the learner voice, the school head will utilize learner voice such as feelings, views, and or opinions to inform policy development and decision making towards school improvement. In strand 1.7, monitoring and evaluation processes and tools, the school head will utilize available monitoring and evaluation processes and tools to promote learner achievement. The second domain is managing school operations and resources. It highlights the school head's commitment in ensuring efficiency, effectiveness, and fairness, discharging functions towards maximizing organizational health. Strand 2.1, that's records management. The school head will manage school data and information using the technology, including ICT, to ensure efficient and effective school operation. Strand 2.2, fiscal management. The school head will manage finances, adhering to policy guidelines and issuances in allocation, procurement, disbursement, and liquidation aligned in the school plan. Strand 2.3, school facilities and equipment. The school head will manage school facilities and equipment in adherence to policy guidelines and issuances on acquisition, recording, utilization, repair and maintenance, storage, and disposal. Strand 2.4, management of staff. The school head will manage staffing, such as teaching, load distribution, and grade and level subject area assignment in adherence to laws, policies, guidelines, and issuances based on the needs of the school. Strand 2.5, school safety for disaster preparedness, mitigation, and resiliency. The school head will manage school safety for disaster preparedness, mitigation, and resiliency to ensure continuous delivery of instruction, like what is happening today. If this strand is present in the function of the school heads, then it would be easy for the school heads to prepare their learning continuity plan. Strand 2.6, emerging opportunities and challenges. The school head will manage emerging opportunities and challenges to encourage equality and equity in addressing the needs of learners, school personnel, and other stakeholders. Domain 3 is focusing on teaching and learning. It emphasizes the school head's commitment in providing instructional leadership towards improving competence among teacher and outcomes among learners. In Strand 3.1, schools-based review, contextualization, implementation of learning standards. The school-based review, contextualization, and implementation of learning standards. The school head will assist teachers in the review, contextualization, and implementation of learning standards to make the curriculum relevant to learning. Strand 3.2 is teaching standards and pedagogy. Here, the school head will provide technical assistance to teachers on teaching standard and pedagogies within and across learning areas to improve their teaching practice. In Strand 3.3, that is teacher performance feedback. Here, the school head will use validated feedback obtained from learners, parents, and other stakeholders to help teachers improve their performance. Strand 3.4, Learning Achievement and Other Performances. The school head will utilize learning outcomes and developing database interventions to maintain learner achievement and attain other performance indicators. In Strand 3.5, Learning Assessment, the school head will provide technical assistance to teachers in using learning assessment tools, strategies, and results consistent with curriculum requirements to ensure accountability in achieving higher learning outcome. Strand 3.6 is learning environment. Here, the school head will manage a child-friendly, inclusive, and healthy learning environment. In Strand 3.7, career awareness and opportunities. Here, the school head will ensure integration of career awareness and opportunities in the provision of learning experiences aligned with the curriculum. In Strand 3.8, learner discipline. The school head will implement learner discipline policies that are developed collaboratively with the stakeholders, including parents, school personnel, and community. Domain 4 is developing self and others. It centers on the school head's commitment in ensuring people and team effectiveness. In Strand 4.1, personal and professional development, the school head will set personal and professional development goals based on self-assessment aligned with the Philippine professional standards for school heads. In Strand 4.2, that is personal reflection and learning, the school head will develop a professional development plan based on reflection of one's practice and ongoing professional learning. Strand 4.3, professional networks. The school head will participate in professional networks to upgrade knowledge and skills to enhance practice. It's joining professional organizations and other technical organizations. Strand 4.4, performance management. Here, the school head will implement the performance management system with a team to support the career advancement of school personnel and to improve office performance. In this aspect, the school head must master results-based performance management system cycle. In Strand 4.5, professional development of school personnel, the school head will implement professional development initiatives to enhance strength and address performance gaps among personnel. Strand 4.6, leadership development in individuals and teams. Here, the school head will provide opportunities to individuals and teams in performing leadership roles and responsibilities. It takes a leader to develop leaders. Strand 4.7, general welfare of human resources. The school head will implement laws, policies, guidelines, and issuances on the rights, privileges, and benefits of school personnel to ensure their general welfare. Strand 4.8, rewards and recognition mechanism. The school head will implement a school reward system to recognize and motivate learners, school personnel, and other stakeholders to exemplary performance and or continued support. Domain 5, is building connection. Domain 5 plans the school head's commitment in advocating that education is everyone's responsibility. In Strand 5.1, management of diverse relationship. The school head will build constructive relationship with various personalities, such as authorities, colleagues, parents, and the stakeholders, to foster an enabling and supportive environment for learners. Dito, dapat ay hindi kaaway ng school head ang kanyang community. Hindi kaaway ang kapitan ng barangay, hindi kaaway ang mayor, hindi kaaway ang PTA president. Because they are all in support to the progress of the learners. Strand 5.2, management of school organization. The school head will manage school organizations such as learner organizations, faculty clubs, and parent and teacher association by applying relevant policies and guidelines to support the attainment of the institutional goals. Dapat hindi magkaaway ang school head at ang faculty president at ang president ng SSG o president ng PTA. Kasi they are going to work together for the improvement of the school. Strand 5.3, inclusive practice. The school head will exhibit inclusive practices such as gender sensitivity, physical and mental health awareness, and culture responsiveness. That is to foster awareness, acceptance, and respect. Strand 5.4, communication. The school head will communicate effectively in speaking and in writing to teachers, learners, parents, and other stakeholders through positive use of communication platforms to facilitate information sharing, collaboration, and support. Strand 5.5, community engagement. The school head will initiate partnership with the community, such as parents, alumni, authorities, industry partners, and other stakeholders. They strengthen support to learner development as well as community improvement. Here are the professional development priorities for school heads for school year 2020 to 2023, according to Debit Order number 50, series of 2020. In Domain 1, we have strands 1.1, vision, mission, and core values. Strand 1.2, school planning and implementation. Strand 1.7, monitoring and evaluation, processes, and tools. In Domain 2, we have strands 2.1, records management. 2.2, financial management. 2.3, school facilities and equipment. 2.4, management of staff. 2.5, school safety for disaster preparedness, mitigation, and resiliency. 2.6, emerging opportunities and challenges. In Domain 3, we have strands 3.1, school-based review, contextualization, and implementation of learning standards. 3.2, teaching standards and pedagogy. 3.3, teacher performance feedback. 3.4, learning achievement and other performance indicators. 3.5, learning assessment. 3.6, learning environment. And 3.8, learner discipline. In Domain 4, we have strands 4.4, performance management. 4.5, professional development of school personnel. 4.6, leadership development of individuals and teams. 4.8, rewards and recognition mechanism. In Domain 5, Strand 5.5, community engagement. Look at the picture. What can you say about it? Is it true in the present situation? Your answers will lead you to success. Hope that the school heads will give up the rectangular wheel and accept the circular wheel. Noon, ay madalas kong itanong sa aking sarili kung kailan darating ang binging sakristan upang sindihan ng ilawang kinamuhian na ng liwanag sa nagdaang taong panahon. Naisip ko, hindi na. Isang lumang simbahang nilukob ng dilim at sa nakabibinging katahimikan ng gabi ay wala nang magawa. Simbahang maghihintay na lang kung ano ang kanyang magiging kinabukasan. Sa ngayon, kung ako ang tatanungin, muli, kung kailan darating ang binging sakristan upang sindihan ng ilawang kinamuhian na ng liwanag sa nagdaang taong panahon, ay masasagot ko na ng haya na, dumarating na ang binging sakristan. At ito ay ang Philippine Professional Standards for School Heads. Natitiyak ko, ito ang binging sakristan na magbibigay ng liwanag sa simbahang nilukob na ng dilim sa loob ng taong panahon. Ang Philippine Professional Standards for School Heads ay siyang gagabay at magbibigay liwanag sa lahat ng mga punong guro sa Pilipinas para magkaroon ng mga epektibong mga tauhan para sa isang mahusay na paaralan. Thank you very much. At lagi po nating tatandaan, walang nalulugi sa gumagawa ng tama.